Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Allison Holly, and I go live here every single week to offer a channeling for the collective. I apologize, I have a cold today, but I'm still here. I'm here with you all. So if you are here live, please say hello in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. What I do in these live streams is I offer a channeling for one of you, and I also dive into what we're experiencing collectively and offer a message and some guidance around that. So let's see, who do we have? Hi, Kennedy. Hi, Radka. Hi, Stacy. The lighting makes it hard to see out here. It's good to see all of you. I'd love to hear. Hi, Courtney. I'd love to hear how you are doing energetically right now. As many of you know, if you're a part of my newsletter, I have started offering these mini readings. So each week before I go live here, I tune into the collective and sort of feel the energies beforehand. And what I noticed this week was same story, different experience. So I'd love to hear how many of you are experiencing that, maybe having some themes kind of come back around, come back into your world, and it's sort of like, oh, that's not even a thing anymore. I also saw that many people are sick right now, not just me. And I have been hearing from so many of you. Hi, Lori. Where am I today? I am in Crystal River, Florida for just a few more days. So, hi, Cordula. Hello, hello. Me too. Let's see. I have stopped really reading the news, feeling great. Good for you. I did a funny thing the other day. I actually sat down and intentionally watched the news. And I will say it was fascinating. And I don't want to come across as not caring, but I will say that based on the perspective that I hold, it was actually really entertaining. I sort of saw through multiple layers of what was being presented. And I have to say, it was like, wow, it was fascinating to kind of go in to that realm again, because those of you who know me, I don't spend a lot of time in that realm or watching the news or anything like that. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Linda. It's so good to have you here. Fascinating and scary. Well, it all depends on the perspective, doesn't it? And I'm going to bring this up. It all just depends on the perspective. And this is true of all of life. What are we viewing? In fact, let's just go into this right now. What do you view as wonderful? What do you view as scary? And look at that from multiple different perspectives. For some people right now, it seems like everything's working, right? Some people are like really attached to things in the way that says, this is all great. Some people are really attached to things in the way that says, this is awful. It's our interpretation, it's our perspective. And for me, I am witnessing it without attachment for the most part. And it is fascinating to me. It's fascinating because also I've received visions and a lot of guidance, a lot of channeled guidance on what we're really experiencing, right? Behind the show, behind the big public stage, what's going on and how it's playing a part in the overall experience of life that we're in. And from that perspective, it's actually hilarious. And again, I'm not trying to say this to seem like I don't care. I know that there are always people who are suffering. There are always people who are finding joy in whatever's going on. So this really is a matter of perspective. And, I can offer that to you. This is perspective. This is meta, and it's also micro. What in our personal worlds are we really attached to and viewing as if it's empirically one way or another, right? I hope I used that word right. Yay, is that Mari? I think that's Mari. Oh, hi, Yosadra. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to cough. I got a cold this week, so. Oh, hi, Mari. Okay, good. All right, first game we're going to play is pick a number between, we like to play games on here, 1 and 124, because we're going to read a page from ECSTATIC Playground. Those of you who already know your question, go ahead and type Q in the chat and type your question afterwards. Type the Q at the beginning so that I know that you are tuning in, or I'm sorry, that you're offering a question that you'd like me to answer. All right. Oh, the first one I think is 7, and then I see 66 and 24. Okay, so I'm going to do 7. That was Stacy's. And while I'm looking this up, if you have a question that you would like me to channel on, let me be a little more clear on what that is. If you have a question that you'd like me to channel on, please type Q in the chat, type your question. I will choose one of your questions with the random number generator to channel on before I go into the collective. There's page 7. All right, so I'm going to do it like this. Pages are sticking together. Oh, how funny. It's what I was just talking about, Stacy, and so funny that was your number and also your comment. Forgive me, please. All right. But just because we're playing doesn't necessarily mean we're having fun. Our level of consciousness is what determines how much we enjoy this play. When we are unconscious, play feels like work. It feels like pain and suffering, like drama. Life lived unconsciously feels like a test. But life is never a test. It is a game, a theatrical play in which we are the directors. When our energy and actions come from the consciousness of our highest selves, play is an experience that is joyful, creative, and endlessly entertaining and fun. By expanding our perception of play, we gain a new understanding of what it means to have fun from a higher self perspective. Fun does not necessarily mean satisfying the ego through known activities or experiences. It means seeking new experiences and having new challenges present themselves. From a cosmic perspective, we like challenges in our play. What is fun from a cosmic perspective is to explore outside the bounds of the human mind. Things that are fun on this level may therefore seem confusing to us on a human level. How apropos. And this is from my most recent book, ECSTATIC Playground. Let's see if I can get the glint off of it. There we go. And that is available on my website and on Amazon. All right. Hi, Arno. I'm glad you're here. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I'm scanning this. Okay. Hi, Flor. There you are. All right. Okay. So I have a couple questions. Go ahead and keep typing them in the chat, and I will choose one in just a moment. Let's give announcements. All right. So first announcement, drum roll. I'm trying not to shake the laptop while I do my drum roll. Summer camp is coming up. This is our 3rd annual True Creator Summer Camp. And for summer camp, we are again going to be in Northwest Arkansas. Summer camp is June 27th through the 30th. And it's going to be, and that's inclusive, so it's 4 days, 3 nights. It is going to be so much fun. We're going to have channeling workshops, channeling practice, ET contact circles, manifestation workshops, yoga, cacao, all sorts of really incredible activities. And I, am starting to dive back into it. I took a little break, diving into more of it this week, but super excited. So if you would like to come, check the description box for how to register. We are still in early bird, so you can still get the early bird discount if you sign up before, I believe it's March 31st. All right, so I would love to see lots of you there. Yeah, let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, Nikki's gonna be there. Yeah. And Stacy and Courtney and Kennedy. Let's see who else in here is going. Y'all are so sweet to each other. I love it. And then the only other announcement that I have right now is that my book, the Learn to Channel Workbook, is now available. So I have 3 books available. If you are curious about anything that I talk about here, check out my books. I have this one, Ecstatic Playground. I don't have the other 2 with me. I have The Era of the True Creator. That's my first book. And then I also have the most recent workbook where you can dive in and learn how to channel completely. So it's a coloring book, activity book, and also the full instructions on how to become a verbal channel. So dive into that. All the links are in the description box below. Do we have all of our questions? I feel like I've gone through all of these announcements really fast. So if we have all of our questions, I only see, let's see, 3. All right. So I just see those 3. Are there more than that? Okay. Yeah. All right. Some sunshine yesterday. Oh, yeah. Has it been absolutely brutally cold, y'all? I'm leaving sunny Florida later this week, and I am a little nervous about it. Okay, there's 4 questions. Okay. Yeah, so cold. I'm heading up to, I believe it's northern Missouri this Friday. And then after that, Salt Lake City. Both of these, if you're watching internationally, both of these are in the US. And it's just cold north. Yeah. Today is warmer, but still in the 30s. Oh, man. Okay. I got this. Okay. Random number generator. And it looks like I've got 4 questions. So let me go ahead and dive into that. Oh, it's question number 4. So, Linda, what is the best way to nourish the people around us? I love that. Beautiful question. And right when I said that question out loud, I saw this yellow butterfly landing on the flowers out here. I know you all don't have the best view, but I have the best view. I wish I could turn it around, but then you wouldn't be able to see me. I'd just be a shadow. So, but it's very pretty here. I'm looking at an orange tree and all of these pink flowers over here. And yeah, I just saw a little yellow butterfly. So I'm sure that plays into it. All right, so for those of you who have been here, you know the drill. But for those of you who haven't, I'm going to close my eyes and go into a channeling space. And in that channeling space, I'm going to first channel for this question on how to nourish those around you. And then I will go into the collective energies and see what is being experienced there. I always love when you continue in the chat. As you can see, we have incredible moderators here, a wonderful community. So feel free to keep going into the chat, saying hello, sharing what resonates with you, and all of that. And then when I open my eyes again, I will be diving into that. I hope that's a hair and not a mosquito. There's an upside to the warmth and a downside to the warmth. Of course, it's all perspective again, right? But yeah, that's a hair. All right, my loves. I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes. and cough one more time. I apologize. Okay. Let me actually turn this so that you can hear me. There we go. Okay. This question, what is the best way to nourish those around us, is such a beautiful question, specifically because of the nourishment, that word, nourish. And how do we nourish those around us? This taps into the abundance model that we're coming into as a collective. We nourish ourselves first so that we are the abundant tree that others can witness and be nourished by. So there's a lot in that. Let's dive in. When we nourish ourselves first, what that really means is we attune ourselves to our aligned beingness, our highest frequency. The highest frequency that's available to us is actually presence. So deep presence, full presence, creates alignment through all of our bodies. It creates alignment through the different dimensional spaces that we exist within. When we have that alignment, it's sort of like having this open channel that allows the higher consciousness or the higher light to stream into this layer of the cake, so to speak, this dimensional reality, this aspect of self that we are, it's our avatar, it's the fullness of who we are in this human experience. It allows all of that to sort of be an open channel, a non-convoluted channel. So that's really our work. Now, what does it mean to nourish others? I'm going to cough again. Excuse me. So sorry. And I love you all. And everything is fine. To offer nourishment to others really does mean that we have to be living from a full cup already. Now, that even saying that is sort of a limited model. It's this idea that unless we're perfect, we can't benefit others. Truly, our light never goes away. So we could be in the darkest places of our lives and we are still serving others. But to truly nourish means that we have the highest capacity fruit within ourselves. That means that we're actually offering nutrition to others. So we are always serving each other because we exist. So any action, truly, this is something that humans have a hard time understanding, but any action that we take when we are in existence is of service to others. And others get to receive that in the way that they are ready to receive. And if they're very masterful, we could be giving service that looks like destruction, and it's being received in the highest light. Hopefully that makes sense. That being said, to truly offer nourishment to others means that we're feeding them, we're uplifting them through our light, through our beingness. And in order to do that, we've got to make sure that we are nourished. So in the physical sense, funny because I am dealing with an illness today, and I kind of want to look at that. But in our physical sense, we can't really show up for others fully unless we have that health aspect, right? Just this is purely physical. If I want to help somebody lift furniture, today's probably not the day because I'm dealing with a cold. That being said, there's still light beaming through me. I mean, this is really fun to do while I have a cold because I'm seeing that there's nothing filtering that. There's nothing filtering that light other than in my own experience, what created the cold was a bit of a self-worth wobble. So that lack of self-worth or that wobble with self-worth is something that is creating a wobble in my channel of light? It's not, though. It's creating a wobble in the ability for me to have faith in the light that I bring. It's not creating a wobble in my light. That's really fascinating. I'm always learning through these as well. It's never creating a wobble in our light. That's not possible. What it could be creating is my ability to deliver that, my confidence in delivering that could be wobbled if I chose to believe in the story of that. Okay, really beautiful. Good clarity. So there are certain things, though, that we can see based on purely physical area. We cannot give what we don't have, what we're not operating within, right? When we go into the next layer of ourselves, it becomes more multidimensional, which means that there's nothing that we don't have. We start to see that we're operating multidimensionally. We're operating with a greater capacity for the all that isness, is really what that means. So we are more of ourselves consciously within those new, those expanded dimensions. If I go into the realm, hold on. It's moving a lot of air. So this is the perfect example. Where this is thwarting my ability to shine my light is purely in my ability to deliver word for word. So let me see. I trust that you're all still feeling the love of this space that's been created. And I trust that my light is still reaching not just those who are watching, but reaching the whole planet. We see our limitations in the physical because the physical realm is based on limitations. When we move beyond the illusion of the physical, we see that our light is always being of service. And it is being of service on the earth within the human realms for as long as we're human. And then once we move into the new dimensional space after being human, then we can bring our light in new ways. Nourishment is sort of a two-aspect thing, meaning that purely by our existence, we are offering something to others. Their ability to receive is based on their own stories and belief systems. If any of you, for example, have a belief that there's something wrong because I have a cold, that there's something wrong with me, or even bad, let's go there, even that there's something bad about me because I have a cold, then you'll be able to receive, but through that lens, right? So this is a two-way experience, or a multitude of ways experience. Truly, and this is what we want to deliver. That simply by existing, you are nourishing others. And because there are no others, because all is only self, and this doesn't mean self-ego, this means self. There's only one. And to use the word only is really funny because that doesn't really exist, right? Only. There is one. And when we know this, then we know that to self-nourish is to nourish others. And at the highest capacity of nourishment, right? So what is really going to nourish the self? It's not only an apple. It's not only vegetables. It's not only rest. That's one layer of the cake. And that's actually a limited layer. What's really going to nourish each other, what's really going to nourish ourselves, which is one, which is the all, is to tune into our highest light, which is to tune into absolute divine love for the self, which is to tune into there are illusions of right and wrong, but those aren't the highest truth. And the highest truth is that there cannot be anything wrong, because that would make our version of God very small. Nothing is ever out of order. And so knowing this about the all and channeling that into the self means that every aspect of the self is perfect. It is divine. And every way of being in the self is divine. And to know that at the deepest level, it kind of ends the game. Because in that respect, we witness that there's nothing really to do. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to fix about ourselves or anyone else. There's nothing that we're concerned with anyone else, because everyone is already nourished eternally. I'm going to bring that from very large back into individual, into the human experience. Let's simplify. To nourish others, it is simply to exist in divine love. We can translate that within our human experience by saying, I exist in divine love for myself, which means that instead of trying to love the whole world, although this is a natural outpouring of self-love, instead of trying to love the whole world, I will love myself, because I am all. I am all. So I divinely love myself. And any area where we feel we need to fix or fight anything external, or even nourish, even the loving desire to nourish others, is in a way witnessing the story that others are malnourished. In a way, this isn't a criticism, but we're piecing this apart a bit to really look at the deepest teaching within this question. And so we can also witness that to nourish others, we see them as already fully nourished. We see them as their God selves. We don't have concern for them. We don't follow the concern that they have for themselves. We say, you're perfect already. And we can know this about others when we know this about ourselves. How do we know this about ourselves? We practice it. That's the human experience. To know it within the human experience is to practice it, to be in the practice of, day in and day out, moment by moment. We are in divine love for ourselves. And any area where we find concern for anything that we witness as outside of ourselves is a cue to look within. And do we still believe that's imperfect within ourselves? That's the divine teaching. Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful question. There's so much love behind it. A desire to nourish others is a desire for others to experience the absolute perfection and beauty that you experience. And so see them as that. See them as already experiencing what you've experienced of divinity. See them in that full state. Know that that's who they are right now, and that's how you offer that nourishment. You see them in their highest form. You see them as already having experienced so much beauty, and the beauty that you've already experienced and that you continue to experience. Know that they are already that. That's how we nourish others. Don't suffer with others. This is an old teaching based on depletion and lack. It's not the new abundance model. To have deep compassion is to witness others, to know and to not walk away from whatever they tell that their experience is, and to witness in joyful fascination and in complete presence with them, without fear, without needing to run away, that that's their experience and that that is actually their chosen experience. We all have our chosen experience, and none of it's ever wrong. If we judge it as wrong, we're viewing people from a limited perspective. And we're viewing ourselves from a limited perspective. It is all one. It's all one. Even this cold. Even this cold. It's perfect. It's funny. It's silly. Mm. Mm. So beautiful. Thank you for that question. As I tune into, excuse me, that was attractive. As I tune into the collective, the first thing that I hear is, you are the chosen one. And this is a message to all of you. So funny, we're talking about the one. One. We are one. That means you are the chosen one. Oh God, the deeper teaching behind that phrase is so powerful. When we are all one, when we are conscious of that, when we are one, the deepest level of that teaching, when we've really dove into the deepest level of that teaching, it's an experience. It's an experience of being. It's beyond unification, but it feels like that. It feels like divine love. And so to be the chosen one really means that we are at the level of choosing on this plane, this experience. We have chosen and we are choosing, and that is our human experience. It is to choose. If you are the chosen one, it means that you're taking up that divine calling to choose. This is your divine calling. Choose. Choose what you have already chosen from yourself from a higher perspective. And it's not the tiny choices, meaning it's not, do I turn right or left? All roads lead to the same destination. It's a frequency game. It's frequency. Choose of the frequency that is pointing to your highest self. That means choose love, right? We've heard that so many times before. What does that really mean? In every moment, aim your inner compass to your highest self, which is love. It's so, so, so simple. And yet it really is a bit confusing at times when we're here in the human experience, because it seems too simple. It seems like we've got to fix things or judge things or on and on and on. You are the chosen one. Choose. In fact, just the act of choosing is you taking up your human divinity. It is you stepping into the divinity of being a human. Many of you still believe that there's a hierarchy, which is fine. And this serves you in your human capacity at times. Believing that there is a hierarchy between the guidance team that you work with, your guides, your angels, etc., and yourself, or yourself and other humans, teachers, etc. There's no hierarchy. There are roles that people play. There are different levels of guidance that you can receive. Absolutely. Some are going to serve you in a higher level of love capacity than others. But there's no hierarchy in terms of better than. All is one. All is one. And so without going too much off track of that teaching, know that you are the chosen one. And you step into your God essence through choosing, through being the choice maker. And this is powerful. This is a powerful teaching. You've simply eaten the fruit of the soil, the collective soil. The fruit that was born is the knowledge of good and evil. And so you dove really deep into believing that there is good and evil, that there is a separation. You went deep into the separation. What a fun time. How powerful to believe in it intrinsically, implicitly. Can you witness it and not be attached to it now? Step into your God self and choose not from right and wrong, but from your powerful ability to be a creator and your desire to be love. Choose from there. You are the divine light. You are the all that is. And you are perfect and divine. I really should have brought water with me out here. Thank you for being here. Being in the darkest times and still serving exactly what I received in my Friday's channeling. Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Radka. I've been drinking a lot of hot water. Thank you. I'll get more after this call. Feeling the love being created here, and also your trust that your light reaches way beyond the gathering is matched by my trust in transmitting love into the field through living in self-love. Absolutely, Cordula. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, that was a deep question. That was really, really helpful. That was so beautiful. Flower. Thank you for being here, Steph. Hi, Mike. Off to dance. I love it. Oh, well, I love you all. I'm going to go drink some hot lemon water and probably get some food. Hi, Christina. Thank you for being here. If you like this and you want more, I have a private membership space. It's called the True Creator Community. And in that space, I offer a Zoom call, channeled guidance. So it's sort of a group coaching experience with my channeled guidance. And you get channeling practice. And you also receive access to 2 courses. My Learn to Channel course, which is the complete course on how to channel verbally, and also the Limitless course, which is my manifestation course. All right, my loves. A link is in the description box. I love you all. I will see you very soon. Bye.